Well, hey folks, pt.7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Ricciville. Yes, indeed, we are here in Farm Sim 19. Now, I am still running version 1.3, but 1.4 is available. However, before I switch over, I do have a couple things to do. And for those of you wondering how to make the switch without losing all the hard work you've done, if you go into the description down below, where it usually is, you will see there is a link to the Facebook page for Ricciville. And there is a very specific, I guess it's supposed to be at that angle, isn't it? Sure. A very specific set of instructions on how to do it. And this is a part of it. These, all of these fields are going to restack themselves, like not fields, the ore deposits, the coal, the iron, all that stuff. So any gear you've got there can end up being buried. So I'm just going to get any gear cleared. And then later on today, I will go through the other steps. It's not that difficult to process. Hopefully it works. It's not the most straightforward of things, but like I say, there is a full explanation of how to do it on the Facebook page. It's, like I said, not a terribly complex thing. Odds are, if you've been playing this game for any length of time, you've already done most of the things at one point or another that are required to change it. So, I guess I don't need to be taking these all the way back to, good lord. It should be okay to say, leave them here. Now, the only thing I'm not sure of is it's going to delete all the piles that have been placed. Does that include these? That's what I'm not sure of. I mean, that's not a great loss. Well, I mean, it's 52 or 59,000 liters of coal. I mean, we're going to be getting that amount back, but we'll have to haul it again. So that's not that big a deal, right? But I am curious as to whether that will actually remove any stacks of this, that, and the other thing that you've already put down. I know anywhere you've tipped product, it's going to remove it. I think things like windrows, maybe bales, I'm not sure. But basically anything that can have a tip to ground, I think, is going to disappear, which makes me think those things may as well. But I would certainly rather have those disappear than, you know, entire factories and or maps. Okay, let's get you hauled the hexkey out of here. I think this is your hookup end, isn't it? Yes. Alrighty then, we'll just pretend we were going to come close. Good heavens. It is, I guess, our third day. Yeah, day 3 now. The first day of mid-spring, so as you can see, we're now getting ground temperatures of 10 degrees Celsius, that is, by the way. So that's not bad. Now, that's about right. I generally rule of thumb for my own gardening, farming needs, go with about 50 degrees Fahrenheit for soil temperature before I'll plant. Which is about where we're sitting now at 10°C. You know, for a really rough transfer, double it and add 32. Right, so 20 and 32, 52, bang, there's your 50 degrees Fahrenheit, we're good to go. That's nowhere near accurate, but it's accurate enough for doing rough guesstimations. Right, and obviously the bigger the numbers go, and I've done it again, I'm driving all the way to the moon with this thing. All I really needed to do was get it out of the mine. So yeah, I will be transferring everything over to 1.4. I understand there's a couple of new bits and bobs to plop on the map as well. And I really hope that no one, especially the map authors, took any offense with my episode yesterday. I certainly was not, you know, in any way, shape, or form cutting the map down. you know, just kind of a bit of personal opinion about, you know, the dangers of what can happen if you get too involved in constantly making things better and more and better and more, and eventually you find that you're buried in better and more. Alright, so, by all rights, with these sort of temperatures, we should, the operative word, now find our grass sitting at 66%. And we should also maybe be able to plant a couple of different crops that we couldn't a day ago, sorry. That's what we're looking for. Perfect. I can now cut this. Excellent. And of course I can drive on it because it's not actually a crop, it's just a wild meadow. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The other thing I've got to figure out here. This guy doesn't actually live here, he lives out at the workhouse. Or at the industrial park, but I'll pop him here for the moment. Now, let's have a look at our what you can and cannot do. Corn, yep, we're good to go. Let's get some corn in the ground. Now we're going to want a fairly hefty little booger. You'll do. Yes. Ooh. Could use a wee bit of bathing. So, before I turn this over to some poor hired worker, I thought oh. Is that the other one? I was sure I put down a, whatchamacallit, a washi pump. If not, we'll have to make that right. There it is. Except this one. I knew I put it at the entrance to one of the driveways. And, oh, wrong button. Press R, not E. Come on, dude. We've played this before. I know people don't think so when they watch your series, but... should have left the door open because it's pretty filthy inside, too. How's the back end looking? Pretty good. Alright, that should do it. That should do it. Ooh, she's purty now. Alright. Come on, big monkey. Don't run over my little truck. There we go. Let's grab a planter. Planter, planter, planter. There you are. Diddly. And it is completely full. Look at that. Sorghum? I don't think so. Millet? No. Corn? Yeah, bub. Let's do this. Actually, I wonder if I... No. I was just thinking of maybe holding off on the grass cut till I do the map turnover, but as long as I get it all off the ground, we should be just fine. Because I'm going to throw it into the fermenting silo and the drying silo, so as far as I know, anything that's in silos isn't affected, otherwise it would wipe out all of your collected crops, etc. So, here we are. Let's start ya. And you are gonna make some happy cornfields for moi. Higher up. And corn me now, dude. Excellent. Alright, you do your thing. Now, since those little mowers don't swath, like I said last time, I got rid of them. We have a big up mower here. We have been embiggened majorly. It's expensive, but for the amount of grass work we're going to end up doing here on this map, she's well worth it. Well worth it. If only it had a trailer hitch. Although from what I understand, once we switch to the new map, there shouldn't be so many issues with running mods. So getting the one of these guys that will actually, you know, tug trailers or, you know, that sort of thing isn't going to be an impossibility. Now, let's get her in the preparatory position. So yeah, I'll be switching the map over, as I say, probably later on today. Providing I don't end up beating up my doctor and end up in jail. Okay, all we need to do now is turn you on, eh? Oh, I never noticed it do that before. Isn't that a weirdness? Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, okay, it is still set to swath dropping. Wasn't sure. I set it up that way when I bought it. And I wasn't sure if it had retained that or not. So apparently it had, which is a lovely thing. So yesterday, I bought myself a used treadmill. Amazing how many of them are around, by the way. Considering that, well, this particular one was about $1,200 US when it was purchased, which is about $500,000 Canadian or something, I don't know. But, yeah, quite the machine. Weighs just shy of 300 pounds. So I had to wrestle it. The guys that delivered it for me dropped it off on my porch, which is a good thing, because I never would have gotten it up the 8 stairs to my porch, believe me. And then it took me 2.5 hours to wrestle it from my front porch to the back end of my living room, where I'll be using it. And, well, I'll tell you, by the time that was done, I wasn't sure I needed to use it for the day. Yeah, that was a workout. Boy, oh boy. I mean, they were 2 big boys, and they just about killed them getting it to the top of the stairs. This thing's got, I believe, 4 motors in it. 2 for driving the belt, and 2 for inclines. Yeah, quite the unit. But at any rate, I'm going to go in and see my doctor today. And, well, it's not exactly going to be a random act of kindness that I'm going to put on his plate. I want to really know why it is he doesn't seem to give a rat's butt about this, well, frankly, a life-threatening disease that he's diagnosed me with. It's just, well, here, let me pass you on to the next clown down the list. Yeah, I don't think so. You know, 9 out of 10 of the treatments you're supposed to try before surgery, we haven't tried. And, I have a feeling he just doesn't know much about this particular thing. So, I'm going to go in today and attempt to educate him and convince him that I don't actually need surgery, at least not right away. That what I really need is a fair chance to get all of my different levels and numbers and constituent parts in a line, and then work on making them better. You know? But we'll see how it goes. We'll see indeed. Oh, this is a new day. I should check my animals. I'm not going to have them. You guys are okay. You're always okay. You're chickens, for heaven's sakes. Worst's going to happen to you. You die of old age. Okay, TMR and straw. Alright. And El Puerco. How are you guys doing? You're actually a little better. Alright. So, none of those are life-threatening, but there are both things I want to deal with, especially the straw. I don't want to hold off on that because that's going to limit manure production, and Lordy knows we could use all of the pwipo we can get. Indeed. I'm certainly not going to have time to get any of these into TMR. Come on. Jeez, get over there. Turning more and more and more, and it's still not hitting the edge. Alright. This will be the last heading. We'll start doing the ups and downs thing here. Okay, that's a little hard to judge. It's not like a harvester. It's not sticking out in front of you. So yeah, I'm going to have to actually finish this entire field and then get it the heck up off the ground. Because I'm pretty sure anything like windrows is going to disappear when you update your map. So, and it's not a matter of just copying the map on top of the other one. There is a set specific way to do it so that everything comes out the way it should. Nice thing with the update, we will be moving to the normal seasons module. There won't be a specialized one anymore, although there is a geo for this map. But I think basically what that's allowing you to do is plant crops like cotton, coffee, you know, things that otherwise would not actually be doable, right? I think it needs dual swath in the top as well. On this end, or I'm not going to be able to turn around. So let's just quickly run one more here. Good enough. Boom. There we go. Wonder how our corn guy's doing. He's probably going to run out of supplies. Now, I don't have it turned on for them to buy stuff. So, when he runs out, he will come to a crippling stop. I don't like turning it on because of the way it works. You know, it doesn't matter whether your machine is empty or full. They buy every seed and every drop of fertilizer. Right? And I mean, okay, if you leave your machine empty, maybe it works out to the same amount of money in the end. But I don't know that it does. I would think it would be far better if they only bought what was needed when they ran out. You know, and rather than use it as a drop by drop, when they run out, they should refill both tanks completely. You know, if it's something like a seeder with a built-in fert, right, then yeah, both the seed and the fert should be filled completely. And that's the way I'd like to see it work. Now, I mean, obviously it doesn't, so I'll just be happy it works at all. Alrighty. And yeah, I will be splitting this between the two grass facilities, the dryer and the fermenter. And I think that will work out very well for us. Now, I haven't actually checked the site this morning to see if anybody's been having issues doing the conversion, but hopefully not. I'm sure that the fine testers that the crew have in place have already looked after most of that. So yeah, I got up this morning about 5:30 or so. Went into the kitchen and fired up my morning coffee, fed my kitties, and then climbed on my treadmill, set it at a 1% incline, and did 3/4 of a mile over the period of about a half an hour. So yeah, I'm not exactly lame yet, I'll tell you, no matter what they might be trying to tell me. But we'll see. Do that 5 or 6 times a day, and we'll see how it goes. It's quite the machine, I'll tell you. And it's certainly a more productive way to spend the time that I watch YouTube or movies or stuff like that. I can as easily do it from there. So, pretty cool. But, so the thing I still need to do is convince my doctor that I don't need to be going for surgery until we've actually made an effort at turning things around. Alright, this will be the last full-length strip. Okie dokie. You can see right here we're already almost too narrow to bother. But, get a couple of short rows at either end and that should cover it. Nice. So yeah, there'll be no baling with the grass. I'm just going to go straight to a forage wagon. There we go. And then we'll distribute it from there. Come on, get as much of it as you can. There you go. Let's get as much of this one as we can and call it good. There we go. That's cool. Go, man, go. Alrighty. And let's get you going. Oh, excuse me. Whoa, don't miss the line already. Come on. Oops. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that's hardly worth it either, is it? Oh, well. We'll do it and then pretend we care. There we are. Alright. Brilliant. That wasn't much of a chore at all. Mm-hmm. 24 volt. I would imagine. That's pretty much a given. Oh, okay, the rear view's that good, is it? Okay. That's about right. Perfect. Do-do-do-do-do. No. No, no, no. Something with a little bit of oompa to it. What did I do with it? Oh, right, it's out towing a cedar. Okay. Okay, you guys are both a little on the smallish. I suppose you can do the job, can't you? Hmm? You're a couple of horsies. Yeah. Let's go with the big guy. Come on, buddy. We don't need speed, we need muscle. Yeah. It helped to have somebody that could drive too, but, well, we're unfortunately stuck with what we get in that one. Alright. Let's go make some green gold. Ah, there we are. We knew that was going to happen. So, where are you? And how messed up are you? Wow. Alright. Yeah, you're going to have to fill that a couple times, aren't you? Well. You know what? How about... Because now they are actually empty, right? This would be the time to actually do it. Alright, and there he'll just continue to add seed as needed. And you can see our money is going down a little quicker, but I am looking to get rid of some of that anyway, so. Alright, now back to the business at hand. Okay, let's drop our rake and turn it on. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I'm not sure how this thing... I know that's pretty close behind it, so how close is it going to follow me on corners? Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. Okay. I can live with that. Let's get this sucker picked up. Oh, we're getting a decent amount, eh? It's piling up pretty good. We've already got a quarter of a trailer. Wow. Alright. Looks like one time around is going to fill us. And as I said, I'll start dumping them into the appropriate machines. Awesome. Yeah, we're at halfway. Wow. Very nice. We should get a couple of trailers for each of the silos. Very nice. However, I also think it's probably getting very, very rapidly to becoming that time of day here when we call the episode. And do hope everybody enjoyed. Have yourselves an awesome, awesome day. And, well, next time around we should be on version 1.4. With that, remember to look in the description below. Get the Facebook link, the Trello link, all of that stuff is in there. And till next time, take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now.